What's up, guys? I know it's been a little while. I do have my cat beside me who will probably meow at me. Anyway, for the reason that it's taken me so long to do some more videos, I know I've taken like a week or more off. I ended up injuring my back, so I've been pretty much bedridden for the last week or so. The SVNEATR tour did go off as planned. We did have a fill-in. Thank you, Edison. So the shows happened. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to hop along and join in with the fun, but you know, it is what it is. These things happen. The show must go on. Anyway, let's get into today. Today, I am excited to check out the new Coffin Storm. I have not listened to it at all, besides the single that I posted up earlier for Over Frozen Moors. I'll probably just put that one on anyway, just because I think it's a good song. But yeah, I'm super stoked. We got Fenriz, we got other people that I've mentioned before that I cannot for the life of me remember, from all sorts of bands. But yeah, I really liked the single, so let's check out the whole album. It is significantly less than the hour and such long Judas Priest record that we checked out last time that we did a full length. That video did pretty well, so we're gonna do it again. We're gonna do some more full lengthers. Oh, frozen moors. Okay, I got my cans on. We'll start with the first track, Over Frozen Moors. Of course we like it. I'm gonna turn it up just a little bit for you guys. I'm really surprised that there have been a few people that don't like the vocals on this track. Like, how? They're so fun. And I like the mix of them too. Like, they're not too prominent. They're sitting in nice. Oh, the frozen moors. Yeah, it's good. And I like that descending riff quite a bit. It's cool. I don't think Fenriz did the drums. I think he's just vocals. I'll have to look it up after. Yeah, it's just good. I don't know, like, just fun. Reminds me of like Pentagram, a little bit of Trouble, that like later 80s doom, early 90s. Oh, that's a cool riff too. Yeah, I don't know how you couldn't not like the vocals. They're like perfectly goofy, but still really serious, and sounds just good. I don't know. And the riffs are catchy. They're not too, like, you know. It's almost like I want to say Metallica a bit, but maybe a little bit more. Hard to say. It's not quite. I don't know. It has this nice pulse to it. I'm trying to think of like comparisons. Come on. Halftime. Good shit. I liked that, what's it called? A little syncopation at the end. I kind of wish they did it a little earlier too, like they did it more than once. We shall pause it. Okay, I'll keep this part brief. It's just a cool song, and I really like, I think the part that sticks out the most is that descending chorus riff. Like it's really, it's just little half steps, but yeah, it just sounds cool. And I think with that sort of like wavery vocal melody, I think it works really well together. The other riffs are solid. They're really good. Maybe a little, it might be just a little bit too on the same pulse. Like nothing really changes. Maybe throw in a little gallop here or there, or, you know, some held notes or whatever. Could have made it a little bit more varied, but I don't think it necessarily needed that. I really like that song, so I'm nitpicking. Next one we've got is the title track, Arcane Rising. I have not listened to any of the other songs on this record, so let's stop talking and get into it. Arcane Rising. This one's a little lower feeling. The Candlemassy here. Oh. I have no idea what he's saying. Oh, I like that bass line. Yeah.
Like a currency of fatigue and drought.
This part's cool too.
Strumming the tightropes of our being. All the while, the insects are waiting.
A little bit atmospheric here, which is cool. Getting like a 90s sort of vibe. Cool. I really like the drum tone actually. Like it doesn't sound underproduced, but it sounds like there's like nothing on them. It just sounds like a really well recorded drum kit. Solo's a little low, but it sounds cool. That's cool. I like the layering. It's like the drums are doing one thing, guitars are doing a different thing, and the solo or the melody guitar sounds really good. Cool. I like the, they've got these really interesting sections in this one. Another guitar solo? Well, melody, whatever. Ooh, nice drop. Yeah, it was a really good transitional riff. gonna do the little yaw? Nah. I was doing a good job of holding the note. Wow. Good job. That song's really cool. Like I was saying, I like that it has the sections in it right around like the 2.5, 3 minute mark. It kind of goes into that atmospheric thing, and then it comes out into sort of a more new wave, heavy metal kind of stuff. And then I really liked how that dipped back into the chorus riff right at the end. And that sounded really good. The sort of transitions through this song are like super smooth. Yeah, like I was saying, the drum recording on this one I think sounded great, especially sort of in that 4-minute-ish mark. You have the drums doing this interesting roll section, and then you had the driving rhythm guitars and then the melody on top, and everything sort of sounded really well separated and different, but it all sort of like came together really interestingly. So I really liked that part too. Cool song. I like that one a lot. I think it's dynamically, yeah, a little bit more interesting than Over Frozen Moors, but they're both good songs. I think Over Frozen Moors is just a good track overall, but I think this one is a little bit more musically interesting. So yeah, let's get into the next one. It is Open the Gallows. It is a 10-minute long song, so we'll be here for a little while. Strap in. Shout out to the dude hammering me in the comments on the Judas Priest video right now. So funny. Anywho, let's get into Open the Gallows. See, this one's a little bit more Metallica-y. Just a, you know. Especially to start, anyway. Agent Steel, that makes sense. Almost just like Ride the Lightning-ish. Nice. Cool. It's just a good riff. God, just keep playing that riff. Chorus was a little not as good as the verse, but whatever. I like his dips sometimes. He goes up really high and then he sort of dips right down. Yeah, the vocal line on the chorus is not as good, but the riff is actually pretty good still. Okay. I like the little, just the two hits of this, the toms. Yeah, it's cool. Cool little melody. Spicy little tone there. Very squealy. Nice. Cool. Oh, weird. That was a cool little vocal thing. It's just doubling? Okay. Oh, I think it's back on the solo riff, kind of. It had that drum thing. Nice. I just love the sound of those toms. Ooh. That's sick. little ending, a little fade out here. Yeah, my back's not 100% yet. Still sore. But I couldn't wait any longer for this record. And I wanted to share it. Oh, they actually sort of ended the riff there. I wonder if they were planning on a fade out originally. I don't know if you noticed, but they held a chord at the end. Very riff heavy song. Very sort of Metallica-ish at times, especially the intro. Kind of wish the guitarist like did a little shreddy thing or something. I think the melodies and the notes he chose were really interesting, and I liked his use of the whammy bar stuff. I think that sounded really good. Yeah, the only part that I didn't like as much was the vocal line for the chorus part. I think he drips really down low, and I think that's just for variety from, you know, the other parts of the song where he's sort of more in his higher register. But it just didn't work as well. It wasn't bad. It wasn't great. It was just sort of like, eh. But overall, I think the song's really cool. And for a 10-minute song, you know, it's not boring in any capacity. So that's good. They had enough changes there. They had enough stuff going on. And yeah, just a cool, nice, doomy, Metallica-ish at times song. I got 3 more tracks. I'm going to take a quick pause for the cause for myself, and I'll be back to listen to the rest of this thing as I ease my back. Would like to take the time just to say my band SVNEATR does have a new song coming out this Thursday through Prosthetic Records. Links to follow the band are below. I put them in every video pretty much. If you want to hear how it sounds or how other songs sound, peek those links and you'll get notifications and shit about when the song comes out and all that. Cool. Okay, let's get back into it. We've got 85 and 7 miles. 7 minutes, it's going to be a little long. Back's still a little sore, but we'll get through the rest of this. So this is 85 and 7 miles. Let's go. Might headbang less just for my back's sake. If I can help it. Okay. Also a little bit Metallica-y. Okay. Clown. Okay. A little harmony there, that's kind of cool. cool riff. I like how it ends. I don't know if I like that little run. Kinda. Bass melody in the background, I think. No, it's guitar. It's just really low. Sometimes it's hard to head out with the headphones. This riff's very like motor revving. Garage metal. Nice, okay, this part's cool. It's very like, I don't know how to describe it. Like Christmas Carol Ghost with his vocals sometimes, but like the Muppets one. Yeah, maybe I was too harsh on this riff. It's not that bad. The sort of beginning of this riff reminds me a little bit of like newer Dark Throne, which is cool. I don't know if he had too much of a... I don't think Ted was involved in any of the songwriting, but I don't know how much Fenriz would have had a say in the musical side of things. Who knows? Maybe he was just invited in as a vocalist and they're like, hey, here's the songs. I don't know. Speculating. But this part sounds quite a bit newer Dark Throne. Actually, I think the song in general sounds a little bit newer Dark Throne. Interesting little end to it there. Cool. So that song was a little bit middle of the road for me. I think they just hung on to that one riff a little bit too much. I definitely liked that middle bridge section a lot. I think that was really cool. I don't think there was any guitar solo. If there was, it was like so unmemorable that I don't remember it. But, you know, it's just sort of like a, you know, it's an album song. It's fine. It's not bad. It's, Just not as good, I think, as the other ones that we've listened to so far. Just a little bit out of steam, maybe, or something. Just, yeah, not as many cool ideas on that one. But like I said, I really like that middle section. They just sort of wrote a decent riff basically the whole time. Okay, so the next one is Ceaseless Abandon. Back in the under 7 minute range, but just barely. Yeah, let's check it out.
Encounter the wings of the bewildered. A tried retribution is all that we have. The frantic flames of evermore.
We're quite high up on the neck there.
Everything you'll find. And land and seas, they always hold.
But the vocals are still, even when the parts are not necessarily that as interesting, it just sounds like he's having a lot of fun, and I love that part about it. It's like evil vibes right now. It's cool.
Ceaseless abandon. Ceaseless
Okay. I really liked the vocal harmony there. It's cool. The really low and the quite high just sounded nice there.
Lost in the fears of your remembrance. The ever-shifting race and the world's behind. Vivid streams too close for Lord. Born and troubled humankind.
Okay. Starting to grow on me, this one.
A vile inclusion was all their time. A full devastation relinquished the lost master plan. Ceaseless abandon.
It's interesting because they're doing a lot of like, almost like runs for the rhythm. It's kind of interesting. They're not really relying on sort of the chunky, down-picked power chords and stuff on this one. Okay, a little bridge section here. Is that the hi-hat? Really nasty hi-hat.
When land and seas they always
The solo is also very Ted. I know Ted's not playing, but okay. I think there's just a pedal tone going on, and then there's the higher up part. I feel like the guitar player's like finger like never really stopped moving, except for like maybe this part, but everything's sort of like very up and down, scale, melody kind of focused.
Encounter the wings of the bewildered. The trite retribution is all that we have. The frantic flames of evermore. You shatter everything you find.
Okay. So yeah, that one was interesting. I think I liked it a little bit more than 85 and 7 miles, just by a touch. I think it sort of got me around the 2 to 3 minute mark. I was kind of like, as soon as it did the sort of intro verse chorus and then went back to the verse, I kind of understood where they were kind of going with it. It was missing a little bit of what some of these other ones had with going hard in on the interesting and different bridge. This one kind of just kept the same riffs, and then, or at least the same feel of the riffs, and then sort of added the guitar solo thing after. I don't necessarily think it's wrong to do like repeating, like repetitive kind of guitar solos and stuff. I think it's more of an atmosphere thing. I don't know how much I liked it. I might have to listen to that one again and kind of get a better idea of the whole song. I don't want to write it off yet or anything like that. I think it's still cool, and I think it captured my attention decently well for a 7-minute song that's like that. But I think so far it's been a little top heavy. I've liked the first 3 a little bit more than the last 2 that we've listened to. At least for me, I think that especially Arcane Rising and Woven Frozen Moors were really excellent songs, and even Open the Gallows, besides the low chorus singing, or the low singing on the chorus rather. All right, we got one more. Let's finish it up. We got Clockwork Cult on the last track of Arcane Rising by Coffin Storm. Let's get into it. Okay. Very evil with the sort of noise in the background. Pick slides and whammy bars and shit. Sort of like a Slayer, like Doom Slayer kind of thing. Nice. Cool note choices here. Some interesting like doubling here. I think it's just two different sounds of guitar, but it's making this really buzzy kind of thing. That's cool. Very solid riffs on this one. I'm really liking this riff. It's sort of a variation on the sort of intro riff, but it's cool. Yeah, cool. Slight key change on this part. So it's got a little bit more energy to it than I think the last two. Nice little fill. Cool. It's doing that same like doubling effect on the guitar. I think it's just they're using like different amps or settings or something, but it makes this really cool sound. Drummer's getting busy. Nice. kind of back to the intro. But it's a nice riff to end on, I think. Close the album. Props to the engineers and the stuff that worked on this one. This section sounds really good, and I love the layering of these like noise guitar. It sounds great. Excellent. Sweet. I really like that song. I think it's nice and cool and evil. The vocal work is very interesting. How it sort of I like this throughout the album. It sort of weaves, has like this wavy sort of thing going on with it, despite the sort of sharp attacking riffs. As far as like the album overall, I think one, it's really, really, really well produced. It looks like the guy would be Ole Jorgen Mo. And, you know, let's just go through the lineup real quick. Lineup of Apollyon, Bestial Tormentor, and Fenris. The album's really cool. I quite like it. It does sort of lose a little bit of the magic in the tracks 4 and 5, but they bring it back with Clockwork Cults to sort of round it off at the end. And it's not like either of these songs are bad or in any way. They're just, I think they're missing a little bit of variation. And I think that's sort of my feeling on the whole album. They've done some really cool stuff in the bridges of these three, like the first 3 songs. It's certainly possible to bring that in again and like have that be more of a forefront thing, have that be a chorus riff, or have that be a verse riff or something. And I think that just would have added just a little bit of variation to the album as a whole. I think front to back bangers. It's just, you know, good heavy metal tunes all the time. There were moments in Clockwork Cults where Fenris is singing, and I just picture him, you know, on stage with some gauntlets on and fucking vocal mic in hand and going nuts. And, you know, I wish he would play live just sometimes, man. Like, even with like this band too, like bring this live. That'd be cool to see. But whatever, I'm not gonna harp on the no live thing. Yeah, I think it was a little top heavy, and I think the only part where the vocals weren't that great was during the Open Gallows chorus section. Everything else, I think it really worked, and I think it sounded really good. I like his playfulness with it. It's like super serious, like good sounding, but he has this sort of like the inflection in his voice where he goes yeah, or like shit like that. I just think is really fun and cool. And he did it sort of throughout. There's always these moments of like he's having fun with the vocal, and I think that works in their favor. I think that sounds really good. The drums I think were awesome. Basically everywhere. I'm not sure who's doing not 100% sure offhand who does the drums. I'm not going to look it up right now, but you can look it up. But I think his, you know, it's a little bit standard, you know, snare on the 3 kind of a thing. But there's a lot of room in this tempo of music to sort of play around with different patterns on the hi-hat or the ride, or, you know, I really like the sound of the toms. I like the sound of the drums as a whole. I think they were really organic and well produced. Yeah, just sort of the way he played around with the fills and stuff like that, I think kept it really interesting, and I think he did a really good job. And I like how they wrote in the syncopated crashes and stuff like that. That part I think was also really good. And the guitar riffs throughout, awesome. He did a really great job of bringing that old 80s, 90s Doom riffs into like a more, I said Metallica a couple of times, but just that early thrash mixed with new wave heavy metal, British heavy metal, and Doom. I think altogether that trio of sounds I think really works really well for them. So I really liked the record. That was Coffin Storm, Arcana Rising. Should I give it a number score? I'm gonna give it a tentative 8. Could go higher depending on how I feel about these two songs as I listen back to it. But it's just a really enjoyable record overall. I think it's really cool. I think that's all I've got to say on it. That was Coffin Storm. That was Vibes of Steel. Deuce.